Hey guys, what's up? Fan here again, and today I'm bringing you guys another video commentary slash guide, and the hero that I'm updating today is going to be Valla. Now, my other Valla video with the multi-shot build still stands. I still think that, multi-shot is a very good build, and it has its strengths. However, today I will be showing you guys a different build, and it's actually going to be a very Q-focused build for Valla, so the Hungering Arrow. Now this build I discovered first when I was watching, the competitive scene over in China. Now over in North America, the multi-shot build is the norm, right? Everyone in the competitive scene pretty much uses some variation of the multi-shot build where you get all the multi-shot skills. However, when I looked over at China, I found that they had switched from the multi-shot build over to a different build, which is the Q build. And, I think the reason for that was the change at level 7 where battle momentum was taken out a couple patches ago. And basically, your two options now are repeating arrow, which I already use even in my multi-shot build. I do think it's the better one, and searing attacks, right? So I think the China scene saw that repeating arrow was the better skill, right? And they were like, well, if you're gonna get repeating arrow, it actually makes more sense to focus on the Q over the W. So level 1, what you're going to get is you're going to get Siphoning Arrow. Your Hungering Arrow is going to return 50% of the damage dealt as health. And this is kind of really cool because it's basically a viable form of lifesteal, and it gives you a lot of damage. Just poking them out here. I'm actually not too happy about this fight. Try and get 6 out of there. Couldn't. So now I'm just going to try and poke him. Poke him on the side as hard as I can here. Alright, never mind. Going back mid. But anyways, so level 1, you get 80 HP back, and your auto attack is only like right now it's going up, but the original auto attack base damage you have is only 28. Alright, so 80 HP back is almost 3 times your auto attack, right? So it's a very, very good amount of life steal, and of course it scales up as your Q gets stronger. So overall, it's just it's kind of like a power spike at level 1. It's much stronger in actual, okay, it's much stronger in actual battles than the multi-shot range, right? Because range actually doesn't give you any combat stats. It doesn't make you straight up stronger, unlike the Hungering Arrow, which gives you a lot more HP back. So here we're just clearing mid wave. We want to push this out so it goes into their tower, so they have to have a person deal with it. Meanwhile, we can go up here and maybe contest the shrine here. They actually have a ton of people here. And you can see how cool the lifesteal works. You can always take a bit of damage in the Q, and then you just get all your HP back. And it's just so efficient in early game trades. It's very, very nice. Try and get that guy there. Got him. And here I'm going to kite up because I have the most HP on my team. Not looking for necessarily a kill there, but we are looking to, force them back enough so that they have to recall. Because they have to recall, we're going to get pretty free shrine here. Once again, not that worried. Just going to fire my arrow at that guy. Help my team out on the shrine. And now I'm going to go back and tap because I'm almost out of mana. So level 4, what you're going to get is Puncturing Arrow. Basically, it increases the range of your Q, which is always nice, more utility. And it also increases the number of bounces from 2 to 3, right? So that's really nice. And I think the main comparison and the only other, well, let's compare it to multi-shot, right? So multi-shot, you get Arsenal. So each grenade from Arsenal deals 65 damage, which is basically the same damage as the third bounce of your Q. You can see here the third bounce does 63 damage, right? Now it does 70, and now Arsenal does 72 since we just leveled up. So you can see the damage is virtually identical from the third bounce and one grenade. So single target wise, the two are virtually identical. Oh, he actually canceled my my E there. It's pretty cool. But I was full HP, so there's no way they can kill me. But going back to my comparison, so both of these are basically identical in damage when when you are just focusing on a single target. But the benefit of Puncturing Arrow is that it synergizes, right? So it synergizes with Siphoning Arrow, which means you get more HP back because of the third bounce, and it also synergizes with Repeating Arrow when you can Q twice. So that's why that skill is better than Arsenal generally. Alright, so right now I'm just kind of soaking. This guy wants to fight me, and you can see we're both pretty chunked right now. Is he gonna sword me? Eh, didn't sword me. I'm gonna tap my well here in a second here. And level 7, like I said, I'm gonna get Repeating Arrow. I'm gonna start attacking this guy. I'm gonna wait for the combo, of course. Um, gonna get the health globe then. And, you know, not much to do right now. I'm just gonna keep soaking. Let's see. Looks like a fight's breaking out here. Hmm. I'm gonna Q them once here, and then go back into the fight. Try and kill Uther here. Good combo. Now I'm gonna switch on to Clockwork and Q, E, Q, and you can see that guy's dead, and I'm back to full HP. And yeah, just overall, this build is really, really strong in the early game. It provides Valla like an early game power spike. And you know, Valla was already, even with the multi-shot build, it wasn't like she was weak early game, right? So it just makes her even stronger in the early game. And here I'm just trading with this Tyrael because, once again, I know my Lifesteal Arrow is going to give me back a lot of HP, so honestly not that worried. And here I'm going to clear out this wave and back out. I chunked the Tyrael pretty hard, so, you know, I don't have to be at the shrine right away. I'm going to go back, heal as much as I can, and run over to the shrine now. Looks like there's a 1-for-1 trade there so far, but since we're a level up right now, we have more stats. And early game, being a level up actually gives you, you know, quite a lot of stats percentage-wise. So once I get there, my team should be able to contest this shrine. Alright. I think there's a Hydra on me. No, it's actually on someone else. Try and get as much damage onto them as I can here. Just to force them out, of course. And back off for a second, since there is a Hydra on me at this point. I'm gonna tap real fast. And now we're level 10, right? So we should be able to take this fight with these. Gonna lead up all in there, and it's actually a pretty chaotic fight. I'm just trying to hit whoever I can. Okay, got one. I'm gonna kill this, try and kill that Hydra. And I'm just going to continue trading here. Once again, I'm not afraid to kind of use my own HP as buffer, just because the Siphoning Arrow on anything gives you back like 20% of your HP, right? It's a lot of HP heal, so you can kind of afford to be like a very frontline Valla, as opposed to the multi-shot build, where you really can't, you know, frontline well at all. Why is Ziggs still chasing him? Does he have anything? Oh, I'm just going to double QR him, and he's dead. And you can kind of see the double Q power spike there as well, right? So honestly, you don't even need the first two talents for the double Q power spike. If you have Repeating Arrow at 7, you know, 1 versus 1 against any other assassin, you can pretty much just outduel them with double Q. This build, however, it just makes it like, you know, so much more stronger, because not only do your Qs output more damage, but they also restore like huge amounts of HP, right? If you double Q onto someone, it's like 40% of your HP back. So that basically makes it so that you can easily 1v1 any assassin, you know, just by doing the double Q and hitting them. So overall, you know, this build, pretty cool. Level 10, of course, we get Strafe. I've noticed that the Chinese Vallas pretty much only get Strafe, and I kind of agree with that. I mean, obviously there's situations where you want the Wombo from Reign of Vengeance, but I think overall Strafe is, you know, just the better ultimate in terms of damage. Looks like they're focusing me really hard here. I'm gonna Q again, and you can see all the HP I'm getting back makes it so that I actually survived that Tyrael ult. If I didn't have, you know, 2 Qs worth of HP regen, probably would have died there. So overall, pretty cool build. Try and heal as much as possible here, and come back to aid my team. I don't really think they're gonna push anymore. They've already dropped most of their ultimates, and mine is still up. So if they do decide to push, you know, we can contest it. This is actually not a good idea, but I'm gonna face check. Face check the fountain here. Trying to cap the eye back, which I did, and it looks like they are all top. Now level 13 for this build is an interesting choice. So level 13, you can actually get anything. You know, if you like the multi-shot Frost Shot Valla build previously, you can still get Frost Shot. You can also get Spell Shield if you're getting bursted down, or you know, just Giant Killer if you want some more damage. Now, I'm gonna get Frost Shot this game because Tyrael has imposing presence at level 13, so that just like crushes Giant Killer. So of course I don't really want to get Giant Killer when they already have a tank that kind of hard counters it, right? So, but you know, depending on the enemy compositions, depending on the circumstances in the game, I would say that, you know, you can get Giant Killer, Frost Shot, or Spell Shield, which is really nice because when you went the multi-shot build before, you kind of had to get Frost Shot, right? Because you're speccing so heavily into multi-shot, Frost Shot gains a lot of benefit from the multi-shot build. However, since this build you're really not speccing into multi-shot, you know, the value of Frost Shot subsequently decreases a little bit. So the value of Giant Killer and Spell Shield are actually comparable, depending on the situation. And in that case, I'm gonna double Q this guy, just kill him. And in that case, of course, you know, you get a lot of flexibility at your 13 talent tier, which is nice. All right. So we're almost 16 here, and the past few fights, the enemy team has been losing. So this game is, you know, slipping out of their control now. They've kept up for a good while, but you know, it is slipping out of their control now. So we're gonna try and get some push going with these golems. Level 16, of course, we still want blood for blood. You know, the way blood for blood is right now is just much too powerful to skip. Even though we're a completely Q-centric build, you might think that 2 charges of vault for, you know, like 4 Qs would be really good, right? Or 3 Qs would be really good. But blood for blood is just like way better. Okay, I'm gonna Q him, get some life back. I'm gonna blood for blood him, get all my life back. Looks like my team doesn't want to fight, so I guess I'll just back off here. Oh, there goes the engage. Just gonna Q and ulti in here. Tyrael ulted me to stop my ult, but it already went on for too long, and you can see when it's a pretty easy win for us at this point. Like, it's a good fly in plus Gus combo there. Ensures us the Uther kill, and now we're going to take this keep, back off, you know, take the shrines, and pretty much at this point, not a whole lot the enemies can do to stop us. There is a 4-level differential, and on Sky Temple, when you have a 4-level differential, it's pretty much auto win because they can't beat you in a fight, and you know, you just stand on the shrine and the shrine's auto win for you. Kind of reminiscent of Blackheart's Bay in that sense, but what can you do? Alright, so moving my way up to the shrine, and I don't really think we're going to get to level 20, so I'm just going to tell you guys the level 20 spec right now. Of course, it's going to be Bolts of the Storm like 95 times out of 100, right? And the other 5 times, maybe you would want like Nexus Frenzy or Vengeance. I'm actually going to ult out of there because there was a chance the Tyrael just ults me and I get perma-stunned. In a better position now with my entire team. Blood for blood the Tyrael to secure the last hit there. And I'm just going to start my strafe here, go into the middle of their team, and pretty easy cleanup, right? Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much the Chinese Valla build. You know, definitely try it for yourself. It makes Valla a lot stronger early game, especially in like 1 versus 1 lanes. You can really aggressively trade with the enemy and then just Q them to get a bunch of life back. And yeah, it's quite a cool build. And it was really interesting for me to see, the meta shift here because I know some other NA teams are trying this build out. They've already seen China use it, and I think a lot of people agree that this build might be the better Valla build. So yeah, overall, this is the build. Once again, you get bolt at 20. And you can see damage-wise, it's still a Valla, right? Even though you don't have that multi-shot aspect where you can like hit an entire team with multi-shot. Like without battle momentum, the it's really not that big of a deal for you to hit like an entire team with multi-shot anymore. And you can see like once again, Valla's damage is still insane with or without multi-shot skills, right? Alright, so here they're trying to like chain me to death. It's not gonna work for them. We're just too far ahead at this point, and we're probably gonna end the game here. I'm gonna go ahead and ride to the fountain here, blood for blood him, double Q him, and yep, that's pretty much GG. Gonna kill this laser, kite my way into the fountain, heal myself back to full HP with the hungering arrow, and end the game. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this Chinese Valla build. I might be doing some more videos with like Chinese builds that I've been seeing in their competitive scene because I find them pretty interesting. Or even just heroes that I see over there that I don't necessarily see in North America. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm back to the old, make a video whenever I can about a hero or a map. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find the button below the video. And I'll be constantly updating it with a lot of, cool heroes content. So thanks for watching, and until next time.